What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here, bringing you deck profile from after our tournament on November 4th. So what do you got for us?
I got a Water Dark Fire control deck profile, 46 cards.
Yep, you guys saw it in the league match.
I actually won the tournament.
Yep, with this
round
deck.
round one lost to Carl.
And battled back.
Yeah.
So
I was beating him the night before, but I just, for whatever reason, could not come back from his hands.
So we're gonna get right into it.
Yep, keep it pretty simple. Yep, early blockers, got 3 or 5, 2 flags are good. Thank you!
You're welcome.
This is really defense and Gale Flame.
Yep.
Draw cards, 3 Seneschal, card is too good, I wrote about it. 3 Logo Scan, Spy Mission for the pluses. 2 Crystal Memories. I still love this card at 2.
So 9 cards overall that are drawn.
Yeah, I took out Reprints just because I feel like the pluses and the constant attacking just could be overall better. Like, Crystal Memory comp is the same purpose. Bounce, I'm running 2 of these for Soccer because they're insane in the aggro matchup, and even when my opponent plays Seneschal in the control mirror, I can just like bounce it, go in, whatever I want to do, and it's a very good stall card. For Hyperspeed, when I don't have a Tornado Flame for Hyperspeed right away.
When you have that Seneschal action, your Soccer one on the back, swing yours.
It's sad that it's only 1,000 power, but you know, we make do. And 2 Milporos, because this card is great. I understand the logic of 3, I just don't have the room. So, yeah. Darkness, 2 of these. It's not an insane card, because it gets hit by a lot, but it stops Gale Flame, so that's reason enough to run it in my eyes, and it can sometimes swing for game. This card is 3 Fumes, 2 Puppets, and a Skull Shatter.
Taking out the...
I took out Spectres because they're only good half the time, as in when you go second. And like even then, Control could just discard a Blast. This is only an okay card. It's really good sometimes against like Rush or whatever, but I think this deck already has an okay Rush matchup. This card is obviously great in the Control mirror. Great on turn 4, especially if you go second, it's just crazy. And if you get this on turn 6, you're in a very good spot.
You always have it on turn 6.
I'm a Lakshmi. This is the one Darkness finisher I run. I'll go over my finishers later, I guess. So, yeah. I only run 2 Bone Blades. There's some cards in the fire section that make this card a little bit redundant sometimes. I mean, it's amazing against Seneschal, but I have other things to talk about. So, and Major Kill, 2 Kendus, 3 hits.
Yep.
Obvious choices.
Yes.
Fire, 2 Gale Flames and 2 Meteor Swords are the reason that I'm not running 3 Bone Blades, because if they have a tap Seneschal, I can just do this over and over again, or just drop this for the plus instead of just, because a lot of the times this does the same thing as Bone Blades.
Meteor Sword was putting in a lot of work last night against my aggro. So.
In both games, in everything I've done, the Meteor Sword's been really good, so I'm glad I bumped it up to 2. Yeah. Took out Dark Return for another Meteor Sword, I think.
It's just like the Razorkin or body that kills something. It's just so good right now.
Yeah, also 3 Flames for Hyperspeed, obviously. That's why I run it over Bone Blades, the 3rd one. And 2 Barrage. Only 2 again. I understand the logic of 3, but Meteor Sword and Gale Flame and the 2 Bone Blades can make this card redundant at times.
A lot of removal.
There have been times facing down like in late game against Control when they have like a lot of big things back to back, that I just draw a bunch of these, and they're all dead. So I don't really want to max out anything except for Flame, because it's necessary against Hyperspeed.
Gotcha.
Then finishers, I run the obvious Bolt Tail, the kind of obvious Unchained. I'm starting to love this card a lot in Control. It puts in a lot of work.
Yeah.
The Darkscape Orbital, which I mentioned, to switch the tempo sort of like Bolt Tail, but it's good on turn 6, unlike Bolt Tail, of course.
Yeah.
And this is a tech against the aggro matchup, which I didn't really play against, except for round 1 and I lost. But I still like it, I'm going to keep testing it, etc. So, yeah.
The 4 finishers.
Yep.
Solid.
And I only run 1 of each, of course, because I run the 2 memory search for whatever I need.
So, thoughts on the deck as a whole?
I really like it a lot. Like, I don't really see anything glaring that I would change. Never really missed Dark Return.
What about in the future with Evo Fury?
I think Water Dark Fire Control is always going to be a solid deck by itself, even though I think other controls like Water Dark, the Chimeras are going to be really fun. I want to test those for sure. Might take a break from this for a little bit, but I come back to everything. I just switch between control decks every week. So.
I mean, do you think you could see yourself running Bat Breath and then the Hydra Medusa in here?
Not in here. Not enough room. Like, I don't know what I would take out, because I'd need like Bad Breath and Leather Gloom Hollow and like 2 or 3 Hydras.
Gotcha.
Like, I would have to take out solid cards for unsolid cards. But I think in a more dedicated deck like Water Dark, it could really work. So.
Gotcha. Alright, cool stuff. So yeah guys, check out the social links below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And hopefully guys, we'll see you next time. Peach.